Hey, Miss Aubrey, happy birthday. Let's see. I'm trying to, I don't know how you're feeling. Oh, happy new moon in Virgo. I hope you're feeling good. I woke up feeling very tired, so it took me a little bit to, get in that zone. Got lucky, and one of my followers likes to gift me like energy boosters. She must have heard my video today. I'm pretty worn out energetically. However, I did a clearing and took a shower and, worked out to get my energy going and to get you your reading, because if not, I'm not going to get it to you for like another 2 weeks. So let's see, you just wanted to look into, what should you focus on to help your business flourish, and how, what can you do to stay motivated? The answers are pretty simple, but it's so funny because, as humans, the answers are really simple, but actually applying them can be really hard. Because, as humans, we are really, really hard on ourselves. I think I'm missing a card. I'm like, where'd it go? We're really hard on ourselves, and the universe is like, don't be so hard on yourself. And that's really what that should be the title on your video, actually. Don't be hard on yourself. Put so much pressure on yourself. So basically, how to stay motivated, their advice is to not be as hard on yourself, which is probably a very tough challenge for you, being a Virgo. So maybe that's something that you had to come here on Earth to apply and learn to get out, because I really do feel that when we come in, into whatever physical body and whatever time frame we are born into, date and, quote, horoscope or zodiac sign, I think that there's a reason behind it. It's not just it so magically happened that way. There's a reason behind it, that because each zodiac has, of course, their positives and their negatives, and the shadow would be, your light and your shadow. So working on the shadow aspects to try to balance them out, which does come up, the balancing act. So I looked into your energy, and I love the direction that you're going. You're in the Chariot, okay? So this is saying, like, you may be feeling, some obstacles right now, but the universe is saying to you, where you may have had obstacles in your path that you kind of feel like are just out of your control, and you're just like, I have no clear direction of where I'm going. The universe is saying that if you're not there yet, that's the direction that you're heading towards, okay? You're going to regain balance emotionally and mentally, okay? Because if you're out of whack, and I'm seeing some, some out of balance here. If you're out of whack, the universe is saying that you're heading in a different direction. You're moving, okay? You're feeling, you're going to reach a state where you're going to feel more determined. And this is really talking about, conflict. And the conflict that's happening is actually, within your mind and the heart, okay? So you have to find your center. So the conflict's between the mind and the heart, which is usually, ego versus your higher self, okay? So the universe is saying, if that's where you're at now, you're going to be moving away from that, because what you're going to do is you're going to start taking control. You're going to take control again and, get the reins and start balancing, your life out. And that's one of the things that they want you to do. What should Aubrey focus on to help her business flourish? They need you to get back into balance, okay? The Two of Pentacles shows up. So this is saying that you have too many things going on at once. You have too many things on your plate that are pulling your focus and like all kinds of directions. The juggling act. You have too many demands on you. Okay. And it's leaving you feeling out of balance. So if you stay in this energy, it will hinder the direction that your business is going. So here you're being asked to prioritize one thing at a time and remember to center yourself, okay, to maintain your stability. So it's prioritizing one thing at a time, okay? So then you have to make a checklist. And being a Virgo, you might like making a checklist, okay? So make a checklist. Because we're talking about you've got to start prioritizing your time. Yep, you have too many projects going on at once. So you have to learn how to prioritize your energy and better prioritize your time management. Okay, so I personally, I know that you obviously, do multiple different things. You do readings, you do classes, maybe you do tarot or readings for like little shops, you do readings online, you make products. The universe is saying, and you work as a singer. So the universe is saying, okay, you're like whoosh, all over. So your energy is all scattered. So focusing on creating your business, rebranding your business, what do you want your business to be? Do you want it to be readings and products? Do you want it to just be readings? The universe is saying prioritize one thing, okay? Because you already have to obviously work to create an income to sustain you, to bring you stability for you and your family. So in the meantime, you're also trying to create a business that will flourish. But you have to be able to have the energy. You have to be able to, juggle everything in a timely manner. Because, people are people. And they're going to want everything at a certain time. So what can you do? What one thing can you focus on that you can be consistent with in every way? Okay. So consistency. How do you make your business flourish? They're saying consistency, being able to also, have fun. Okay. Once you stop having fun doing what you're doing, your business will not flourish because you're not enjoying it. You're not vibing at a higher vibration. It now has become just like your other jobs where you're just doing it to make money. Okay, the universe is saying for your business to flourish, you do need to have fun, and that comes up a lot in your reading. That's also how you stay motivated. So balancing everything out, balancing, prioritizing one thing at a time, prioritizing to enjoy life. You're going to be here anyway. Okay, so you might as well have fun. And that comes out a lot, inner child, having fun, celebrating, humor comes out. I mean, we have a lot of that showing up. And like I said, it's so easy, okay? The recommendations are so easy. However, applying them for certain personalities is not always easy because they get in their mind, okay? Getting in that mind. So the next thing that comes up is the Eight of Cups. So this is you abandoning some type of situation, changing your priorities, leaving something behind. So the universe saying, okay, you need to let something go. Something needs to, you've got to let it go because there's too many jugglings. So you're going to have to write down the pros and cons, okay? What's the most important to you? Is it the readings? Is it the products? What's going to bring you more value? What's going to bring you more of an income? What brings you more joy? Is it being creative and creating products? Is it doing the readings? What out of, you know, the multiple things that you're juggling and the multiple projects that you have going on, which one is bringing you the most happiness, and which one do you enjoy the most? And which one do you think is going to bring you the most financial resource? Later, as you gain your balance, because it's going to take some time, it's going to take, you know, could be years, okay, to flourish, because you're raising a child and you're got other things going on, okay? Which one do you love so much that you can see yourself doing it even when you're having, you know, down slopes, okay? Because whatever's going to be happening, you're going to have to be juggling the ups and downs, the ebb and flow of the business. So you have to love it enough to say, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I love this so much. I'm not going to give up. So they do want to remind you, you know, with the Eight of Cups, it can almost feel like a loss, like you failed, or like, like you failed. And the universe is saying, you're not failing, you're redirecting, okay? You're being redirected. They're trying to help you discover what direction is best for you. It's not work harder, it's work smarter. Okay, the only reason that we feel stressed out, overwhelmed, out of balance is, and you know, we have too many things on our plate, is because our mind makes us think that we have to do all those things. Our human body thinks that we have to do all these things to compete with everybody else. And sometimes that competition is just with ourselves. We're competing with ourselves. So it adds so much stress energetically. It lowers your vibration and it causes stagnation. So people don't gravitate towards you as much, because that has now created a block for you. Got to have fun. Got to have fun. You've got to return to the Six of Cups, you know, talks about, revisiting your inner child. You've got to have fun. That comes out a lot. Humor. The Three of Cups, celebration, joy, happiness. Okay, so the universe is saying, when you have to have fun doing what you love. If you don't love it, you're gonna struggle flourishing. You know, pick the thing that you feel is the most important for you and stick with it. Okay, add on as you go. You know, get something up and running where it's like so good, it's not multiple projects. Concentrate on that one thing that's, you know, that gives you that creative spark, brings you joy, makes you really happy doing it, instead of trying to do multiple things and to create. Because you know what, actually, you had 2 6s and 2 8s show up, and the 2 8s talk about an inner need to do everything right and attempting to be noticed in your career and relationships. So maybe, you know, what you should focus on is not focusing on doing everything right, and not worrying about being noticed for something in your career, okay? Just do it, because it's what brings you happiness and joy. And once you only stick to the things that bring you happiness and joy, then people will gravitate to you because they're going to notice you're having fun. They're going to notice that your energy, is happy, authentic, because people energetically can tell people who are authentic, not having fun, blah, blah, blah. Like one of my customers told me on Saturday, I could tell that you're worn out. You're not having as much fun. And it's true. I wasn't having as much fun, I mean, the questions are always about, when's this person going to love me? There's just no depth to that, because people aren't really focusing on working on themselves. The universe wants to remind you, because the Knight of Pentacles shows up, that, new opportunities are coming your direction. And, but, to what should you focus on? Back to that question is, this is talking about, a routine. The Two of Pentacles talking about time management, prioritizing, having too many projects at once. And this is also talking about having fun, having fun, whatever you're doing. But this is, also being practical and, reliable and patient. This is talking about steady progress, okay? The universe, oh, sorry, it was this one, steady progress. The universe is reminding you this is not going to happen overnight, because you'll have to reel yourself back in, because you'll probably go back into juggling too many projects at once, maybe not being able to work on your management of time, because, kid stuff happens, family stuff happens, other things happen. So there's always going to be that juggling, and the universe reminding you, if you feel yourself like nothing is happening, that it's in motion, that the universe is saying it's happening, it's just not happening as quickly as you would like it to, okay? Because you've already planted the seeds show up here. The seeds have been planted. You're planting the seeds. You're telling the universe, I want my own business. I'm an entrepreneur. And, you're telling the universe and your higher self, this is your innate self, okay, which is the most important. Your higher self / innate self, same thing, just different terms, knows what you want. It knows what you want. Your ego, on the other hand, wants to keep you, believing that it's got to be done a certain way. And it has to be in this order. Remember, with the 2 8s showing up, needing to do everything right, attempting to be noticed in your career, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if it's out of balance and that's your focus, main focus, then you get out of balance and you get out of vibration. The universe is saying, things are maybe taking a lot longer than you would like. You've been waiting for a long time, or you feel like you've been waiting up for a long time. But the universe is like, listen, what stays in motion stays in motion. You're not going backwards. You are not going backwards. Even with the 8 of Cups, you don't see that person walking backwards. You see them walking a different direction. So this is the universe saying, so something didn't work out. Oh, well, we're redirecting you. Because we know what you want. So trust the process. Trust that everything's in motion. Never give up. How to stay motivated. I came up with a couple of ideas for you. Well, it's really only one idea, but grab your favorite deck of cards. Grab the cards that have the most significant meaning for you and put them in different locations, or you could put it, your ultimate energy, which I'll come back to later, is the 6 of Wands, okay? You have the 6 of Wands as your ultimate, energy for your reading, which is beautiful. What does that mean? Success. Okay, recognition, victory, winning significant battles in your life. Okay, so I would definitely get this card, put it up in my bathroom with a post-it next to it with what it actually means so that you can stay motivated, because this is where you're going. Is it going to happen tomorrow? No. Is it going to happen in 3 months? No. Is it going to happen in 6 months? No. Is it going to happen in 5 years? No. Maybe. You never know. But even when that challenge is done, say your business, you finally get your business up and going, you've made your decision, which direction, what you're going to concentrate one thing at a time with instead of having 100 projects going on at once. And that product, that one product, or those 2 products, or maybe a kit, maybe you create a kit, okay, become really successful. Then you move on to a next product or a next part of your life, and then it starts all over. Redirection. Now you're going to add on. You're going to be redirected to go a different way. But right now they're saying you've got to be practical. Okay, you've got to be practical and think about everything that you have going on in your life, and you can't be, doing this tug of war, because energetically it's going to show. Okay, so I would also keep the Knight of Pentacles, probably your own card, the Nine of, get it out, Jessica, the Nine of Pentacles if you want, because that's, assured success. Definitely the Sun, I would definitely put out there, even the Star and the Six of Wands. I mean, that's major victory and public recognition, okay? So, and public recognition does not mean that we're famous on social media. It could be public recognition within our community, maybe your metaphysical community, it can be on social media, just saying that, you may be gaining, people are going to start to know you in your area, and that's the direction you're heading. But got to make sure that you're offering a balanced product, service to your people, to your customers. Okay, so then the Five of Cups shows up. So this is showing, like, obviously that there may be some type of despair going on, maybe disappointed by something that you don't feel has worked out or is not working out. And maybe that's why it's connected to the Eight of Cups, redirection. So this is about just being redirected. The universe is like, focusing on the past or disappointment is also going to prevent you from seeing, the blessings that are around you. So right now, if you're feeling self-defeat, or, okay, how do you stay motivated when you get to this point? If you get to a point where you're feeling like things aren't working out, they're taking too long because this Knight of Pentacles is here, reminding you, so then, your mind starts to get clouded because you're starting to go into the despair, the disappointment. Things are not working out. They're taking so long to get here. I'm disappointed, So how do you stay motivated in that kind of mindset? Well, the universe, is telling you you're going to have to focus. What you focus on will persist. So you're going to have to figure out, when you're getting into that mental state, you've got to figure out ways to release it, okay? And how to look around you and remind yourself of all the gratitude that you have and everything around you, what you're grateful for. Looking at your daughter, okay, this is, why some of the sacrifices I'm going to have to make, and this is the choice that I made, because I, have this beautiful being that I brought here on earth. So when you start to feel disappointed because, you don't have the energy or time to do every single thing that you want, the universe is saying, give yourself a break, reset, rebalance, because injustice comes out, okay? This is talking about balance, you know, and this is also talking about truth and accountability. So this is where, you know, how do you stay motivated? You start taking accountability for yourself, getting yourself back into balance, especially if you go into a state where, you know, you're feeling disappointed or, you know, feeling some kind of grief or despair, and you're not understanding why things are not working out. They're not working out because the universe is trying to redirect you. Okay, it's trying to, you know, connect with you and say, hey, you're juggling too many things at once. You know, you have too many projects going on. You have too many demands. You need to have more fun. You know, you need to connect with your inner child. You need to balance your time. You need to prioritize what's most important. So the universe is always talking to you and is trying to always help you. It's just our human brain always, you know, likes to go the other direction sometimes. And then we have the Three of the Cups. You know, this is talking about your community and celebrating and your creativity. So how do you stay motivated? You know, you have fun times with the people that you trust, the people who really are your friends, okay? Not the people that you want to go into business with, or the, you know, the people that you're trying to build a career relationship with, or they want you to celebrate with the people that bring you the most joy and that you feel the safest with, okay? And maybe you don't know that yet, you know, with the Justice card coming up, you know, with the Truth. And also, you know, the Justice talking about cause and effect, reminding you that while you're trying to juggle all these projects and you may not be able to offer, you know, like 100% to so many different things, the universe is saying you need to be honest with yourself. What can you do? What can you do and give your 100% to? But keeping in mind that you're giving it your 100%, you're able to prioritize it, you're able to create money from it, and you're able to, and it brings you joy and fun. It brings you happiness. Not sure what your what's going on in Savannah, but I heard, you know, if whatever you decide, if you decide on your products, that, you know, probably getting them into the metaphysical stores if you can, also getting them into like farmers markets, because here we do have a pumpkin. Okay, so making it a goal that obviously fall is already right around the corner, but you know, by next fall, making it a goal to have, you know, your product line up and going so that you can, you know, start getting them into like the markets and stuff, okay? And maybe by next year, next fall, that business is you're going to be celebrating that business, okay? And that's when it's going to bring you the rewards. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Here, the universe saying, you know, how do you stay motivated? The universe is like, you stay motivated by, you know, knowing that you've planted the seeds already. You've planted the seeds. The seeds have been planted, okay? The hard work. So they're saying just stay dedicated, you know, and, you know, continue to build. And don't give up, okay? You know, don't give up. You may not be seeing the results, but soon you're going to see the results. And then, like I said, the overall energy for your reading is the Six of Wands. This is victory. After you've planted the seeds, you've, you know, redirected. This is victory happening for you and success. And I see victory for you. Okay, you have the Three of Cups. Okay, so this is a reward, the Three of Cups. The victory is success. The Justice is talking about the progress, okay? So everything is in motion. You know, everything is in motion. Let me look at, because you had you had 2 8s and then you had 2 6s. Oh, the 2 6s do indicate that you could be irritated by people, especially people that are around you work-wise or through career. Okay, so they may be getting on your nerves. Oh, also with this, they're saying don't let your pride get in the way. Do not let your pride get in the way. All right, so we have a couple of different things. So let me look up what 6, 6, and 8, 8 mean in the numbers. I have to put on my magnifying glasses. Perks to being 40-something. Oh, shit, almost 50, not too far away. So the universe is saying to you with the 6, 6, it's imperative to exercise self-love right now. You are such a beautiful human. You have been putting other people's needs in front of your own. And, you know, that's an awesome service to offer to the divine. However, you can't give from an empty cup. Back to the, you know, balancing act and prioritizing. So you need to treat yourself with the care and respect you deserve. Expressing yourself and your feelings creatively through art, crafting, you know, whatever you enjoy, will help restore you, bring you back into balance, okay? And then we have the 8, 8. Are you taking on a lot of responsibility? Back to this. This is saying that you've got too much stuff going on. Too much stuff. Ensure it's not more than you can handle. Many opportunities are coming your way to create money and impact if you stay in alignment with your soul's purpose. So push through the challenges you face on your way. That's another way to stay motivated. You're going to have to push through the challenges, and you need to stay focused on your vision and truth, and your abundance will be shared by those around who, you know, who your gifts touch. Okay, so the universe is saying, you know, hey, as long as you're taking care of yourself, you're not draining your own energy, okay, everything's going to work out for you. You just got too many things going on, so you've got to get yourself back into alignment. And then we have the humor card, which just comes out of the mirror cards, and I always read out of the book for these because the descriptions are really fun, sometimes impressive. Let's see. Let me grab some water. My mouth is... Oh, yes. All right, so we have the humor. Life is like a mirror. We get the best results when we smile at it. Humor releases us from the isolation of self-protection, providing an opportunity for our hearts to open again. You may be feeling that your situation is no laughing matter, but consider whether you are too concerned with protecting yourself. There is a strong connection between defensiveness and an absence of humor, and it seems that in shielding your heart, you have also darkened it, losing your ability to be lighthearted. Do you remember the lightheartedness that you and your partner shared when you were first together? That capacity is still there. Take a step back and look for the humor in your present predicament. It's only when you drop your defenses that you can discover the funny side and touch each other through humor. Think about a time when you collapsed with laughter. You will remember, let me get it out. you will be remembering your defenses collapsing. For humor has the wonderful ability to open up the heart, sweeping away self-protection and self-consciousness. Humor draws us away from the fears of what might happen. It takes us off the pedestal of defensiveness, self-righteousness, and makes us see ourselves for the confused, all too human individuals we really are. The purest humor arises when we stop taking ourselves so seriously and acknowledge our fault-riddled natures. Try to introduce a fresh perspective to your situation. Even the most serious problems don't necessarily have to be dealt with in a serious way. Allowing humor in doesn't mean you're hurting. Laughter and tears are familiar companions, but it can break the tension and provide a welcome relief from anxiety. If you think that humor might compromise your position, that you might lose face or power, then maybe that is exactly what you need to experience to discover just how worthless they are. Historically, a comedian was a play where the hero or the heroine triumphed over adversity. Perhaps you haven't considered that letting go and seeing the comedy of your situation could signal a similar victory. Perhaps it's time you tried, which is interesting because the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands talk about a victory. So I hope that this helps. The universe is still saying, you know, how to stay motivated. Practice makes perfect, which I almost hate using that term, especially with a Virgo, because I feel that Virgos really keep themselves to that high standard that sometimes it can cause them cause them to go backwards because they're really stuck on, the perfection, okay? But the universe is saying that, you do need to, practice makes perfect. Make sure that you're paying attention to detail, which I feel that you definitely have, and make sure that you're offering a quality product and service, okay? That's how your business will also flourish. Product services, product customer service, paying attention to detail. Start where you can and keep building from it. All right? Start where you can and keep building from it. Like, I'm only starting one product at a time, and I will continue to build from this product. Or if it's your readings, you'll start with, one type of reading and keep building on it. It's all just a building on, but start fresh and reprioritize, okay? And have fun. Have fun, okay? You've got to have some fun. Got to have fun. All right. I love you. You sing great. I listened to your thing that you posted. And yes, I will be getting a package out to you. I don't know when, but I already have some of the stuff collected for you. I am going on a shopping trip this Wednesday, so if I see anything else I like for you, I'm going to pick it up for you, okay? So I'll get it out to you when I can, hopefully by the end of September. I know that's horrible, but we're all doing the best that we can, right? I love you. Take care. Happy birthday.